We've no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Guys, I'm editing this horrible video and I just ordered some food. I ordered a piadina with porchetta, salchicha, onions, and peppers, and oh my god, I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so delicious, like it's incredible. I'm so excited to eat it. Guys, today I messed up. I was supposed to go study and study only, but I ended up going to MAC today and to other makeup stores when I told myself I wasn't gonna get anything, but I did end up getting 2 lipsticks and a lip pencil. And yeah, I kind of want to try those right now. I kind of already had the MAC one. I got Honey Love, which I already had and I've tried it before, but somewhere in my life it got lost and I wanted to get it again because I remember it was a shade that I loved. I don't usually like lipsticks on myself, but this shade I've always really liked on me, so yeah, I want to try it again. And I also got a Kiko one in the shade Smart. It's a more affordable one because the MAC one is 21 euros, or yeah, 21 euros, and this Kiko one I believe was 3 euros, so it's kind of a dupe. I tried to get the closest shade, but as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, well, I'll put a picture up close, but as you can see, they are very slightly, I don't want to say very, but they're slightly different because this one's a little bit lighter and more pink, and this one's a little bit more on the nude dark side. But I'm still gonna try them and see if maybe they are dupes. Right off the bat, I can tell you that I do not like the lip pencil. It's too nude for me, like way too nude. And I can't really overline my lips because since it's so pale, it just looks very weird. But maybe it will look good with the lipsticks, so let's try those. First one I'm gonna try is Honey Love. Alright, so Honey Love with the lip liner kind of looks okay. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I'm gonna try the Kiko now. I mean, as you guys can see, they're not very different. They're not very off at all. Considering this one is $3 and this one's $20, if you really wanted a dupe for Honey Love, I would really recommend you guys go get the Kiko, the shade 402 Smart. But it's not that big of a difference at all. Alright guys, so that was the 2 shades, Honey Love and Smart. I personally do not like I think this kind of threw it off. I think the lip pencil threw off the whole look of the lips because it just made it very light. So I'm gonna actually film a video for you guys. I think I'm gonna do my everyday makeup and then I'm going to see how I fix this because I don't like it at all. I mean, I don't know if you guys could see, but I think it's way too light, but it's probably because my foundation's a little off and I look kind of pale right now, so I'm too light for this. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is prep my face with the Intense Firming Cream from Yves Rocher. Usually I would use a primer, but like I said in my other video, I think this one does a great job. So I just use it. Plus I love the smell, it smells like apricots. I already had makeup on before this, so I tried my best to take it off, but I left my mascara on because I don't want all that black getting all over my eye. That's not a big deal. Once I've prepped my face, I'm going to be using, well, today I'm going to be using the True Match Lumi, the L'Oreal one. It is the shade Neutral N4 Buff Beige. And usually this one's a little bit darker than mine. Well, not that much, but usually I use the Kiko for every day because one, like I don't like to use more expensive foundations with my everyday makeup, because by everyday makeup I mean makeup I'll wear like if I want to feel special and go somewhere and look cute, but not like every day. Because for example, my everyday makeup for me is basically putting on my concealer wherever I need it, putting it around, and then putting some powder on. Yeah, some powder, that's like my shade, and mascara, and that's like my everyday makeup. But sometimes when I want to look extra cute, this is what I do, which is my everyday makeup. But today, like I said, I'm going to be using this one because I want to try the colors, the lipsticks that I got with a little darker foundation, because those did not look good with my shades, so I'm going to try that. I'm using my NYX brush, and I'm just going to apply that. Like I said, I stopped using my beauty blender to put my foundation on because it absorbs a lot of it and also it harbors a lot of bacteria, so I don't want that to be like the base of my makeup. Oh, sorry. I don't want that to be the base of my makeup, but I also like the way this brush applies my foundation better. I get it everywhere evenly, and then either way I use my beauty blender after to add it on wherever I need fuller coverage. Alright, so this foundation is not that dark. I mean, today I did get a tan. I did go to the tanning beds. So maybe that's why it's a little better matched, but I don't know. This is my summer foundation, so I'll put a little bit more. I really don't use that much foundation. I build it up, but I don't apply a lot at first, just so I don't make the mistake of making it look too cakey. Sorry if I'm not looking straight into the camera, but I don't really have a big mirror. Sometimes I like to check if I'm on focus, and it helps me see better. So, sorry about that. No, it bothers something. Alright, once I've applied my foundation, I'm going to apply my concealer. So right now, I've been using the Sephora one because, like I said, I wanted to get the Tarte Shape Tape, but they didn't have it, so I have to order it. Still haven't done that. But yeah, this one's actually really nice, I'm not gonna lie. For the price, it's a pretty great concealer. It's very creamy and it like has a pretty good coverage. And yeah, it's not bad. I like to apply a lot of concealer right here because this is where I have all my acne scars, right here. I don't know why. A little bit here, but not as much. But definitely here. So when I want full coverage and I don't have a full coverage foundation, or I don't want to feel like putting on too much foundation everywhere, then I just put a lot of concealer in this area. And then I use my beauty blender. Usually, like for my everyday makeup, to go to school and things like that, I don't use my beauty blender. I use a concealer brush, but since there's so much concealer and foundation, I feel like the beauty blender really does a good job of blending all that in. I use the beauty blender more than anything for convenience. It is really fast and easy to use, and you know it does the job. So, because with a brush you kind of have to, you know, be there for more, blending everything really well. But at the end of the day, pretty much does the same thing. As long as you're cleaning your beauty blender and your brushes, of course, regularly, you shouldn't have a problem. But sometimes I notice that my beauty blender causes way more pimples than my brushes. But it's okay. We'll move on. And down to my neck. Yeah, I don't don't know, I still have a lot of scars showing. I just can't conceal them very well, but we're trying. Alright, next step, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I don't usually do my eyebrows unless I get them, like unless it's like the 3rd week and I already have to get them done. Then I try to, you know, shape them a little more. But like right now, it's the 3rd week and they're not that bad. So I wouldn't normally do my eyebrows, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna do my eyebrows. I mean, I used to do my eyebrows every single day. To go to school, to go to work, everything. But I just don't do them anymore because, I don't know, I kind of got over it. I like a more natural look right now. Before I used to put on a lot more makeup than I do now. But I've been going more naturally. I've been going more natural lately. And yeah, I really like it. I mean, the whole eyebrow trend and all that stuff was more in America, so when I came here, it was kind of different. And I didn't feel like the need to do it. Not that I felt the need to do it in Miami, but you know, you want to do the trends of the place you're in. You kind of follow the trends. It's not just naturally, whatever place you're in, you follow the trends. So here, like, that's not really a big trend. Makeup is not a huge trend here. So it kind of got, you know, why spend all that time doing your makeup? You kind of like fall out of love with it in a sense, because since there's so many people that don't do it and like no one really appreciates it, it's like, wow, you know. But at the same time, going natural makes you feel good in your skin, because in Miami, for example, you know, a lot of girls go natural, but there's a lot of hate, I'm not gonna lie. And you feel like you have to cover your imperfections, or you have to look a certain way to fit in. Here you don't kind of have that, you know. Obviously there's still shitty people, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about makeup in general. You don't feel that necessity to like do your eyebrows and do this and that because your friends are doing it, or because, you know, it's a trend. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm kind of rambling. Once you got all this craziness on, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it with my concealer brush. First, I'm gonna brush them to get, you know, all the excess off and get the shape that I want. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put concealer and clean them up. But yeah, I didn't do them too crazy or too intense. Just shaping them and adding a little bit of fullness to them, but ooh, looking crazy. Alright, so I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this BH Cosmetics brush. It's number 9 for my eyebrows. So a lot of you guys have been asking if I can film a video in Italian or like add subtitles, and honestly subtitles is really annoying, especially like like I would do it for regular videos, but since it's Vlogmas and I have to do it every day, filming and then editing and posting the same day is already very complicated and time consuming. Adding subtitles is even more time consuming, and I just don't have the time right now, especially since Christmas break is coming up and I have to study for my exams. But like if it was like regular videos, I would totally do it, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to film a video in Italian. Once I applied the concealer, I'm gonna go with my beauty blender again and kind of blend it in with my foundation. Kind of use my fingers under my eye because either way it doesn't matter. Fingers are great tools as well. I feel like they're super underrated, but they're amazing, especially for eyeshadow. Just make sure you wash your hands. Hygiene queens. Once we're done with all of this, we're gonna go ahead and do our face, which is contour, highlighting, baking, all that good shit. All right, grabbing my Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush, I'm going to go in with this middle shade. I kind of like to blend a little bit of the three. And I'm gonna go ahead and contour and chisel myself right here. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and get I have the translucent setting powder from Kat Von D, and I'm going to use that under my eyes and everywhere else I need it. Hold on. I don't want to make a mess. Okay. Once I'm done with this part, I'm going to go ahead and go into the middle shade of the contour kit and finish it out a little bit, adding more up here. Alright, now once I'm baking, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyes. For my eyes, I usually like to go with very orange matte shades. So to start off, I'm going to be using the Tartelette palette in Bloom. I'm gonna go in with the shade Smarty Pants and Flower Child. Ooh. Just back and forth. And I'm gonna apply that to my crease with a fluffy brush. This brush is from MAC, it's the 224. I've been debating whether to get eyelash extensions or not, but I feel because I do my makeup so often, I feel like they're gonna be really annoying, get really crusty. I don't know, guys. And I try to bring the color out as well, and a little bit up. Not too much, but this is a light shade, so I just think those two colors together are so beautiful as a transition shade. A transition shade. I can't talk today. And then here. Next, with the same palette, I'm gonna go in with Jet Setter. And that one I'm just gonna put strictly on the crease. This one I brought a little bit up and out. This one I'm gonna leave on the crease right here. I like to use this big fluffy brush for this because it kind of gets it everywhere a little bit more evenly. I like to use the smaller one. If I'm doing like a precise eyeshadow, then I use the smaller version of this one, which is the, well, I use the BH Cosmetics number 2, which is a smaller version. And that one's a little more precise. Like if you're doing a cut crease and all that, I would use that one. But this one just kind of makes it look like a messy look. And I don't know, I really like it. It just works for me. Next, I'm going to be grabbing my Soft Glam palette by Anastasia and the Precision Shadow Brush. I've always had such a hard time saying this. Precision Shadow Brush from Sephora. And I'm going to go in with the shade Burnt Orange from the palette and adding that to my lid. Once I've added this to the lid, I'm going to go with the Orange Soda, which is the one above that. It's the lighter orange shade. And I'm going to pack that right in the corner. Just to make it lighter here. Once again, grabbing the smaller blending brush from BH Cosmetics, I'm just going to blend that all in. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Glistening from the palette. It is this really bright, not very orangey or not very yellowish glitter. Well, they also have the bronze. I sometimes use bronze, but not so often. And I use Glistening way more. There's this really pretty shade that I'm going to put right in the corner, halfway. I usually like to leave my eyeshadows matte, but I don't know, this December I'm feeling very in the Christmas spirit and I'm liking all these glittery shades. I've never touched them, but I don't know, man. They're just so cute. It's a really quick eyeshadow look, so I mean, it wasn't quick now because I'm on camera doing it and it kind of slows me down, but I promise it's quick. Next, I'm gonna be adding my mascara. I already have some on, like I said, but just gotta fix that. I'm using my Colossal by Maybelline. Usually I use the Marc Jacobs, but for everyday looks, I don't like to waste my expensive makeup, especially if I'm gonna be wearing mascara. Maybe just to go to school or to the grocery store to not feel so gross. But yeah, I just like to use this one. It's cheap, it gets the job done. And honestly, it's always been one of my favorite mascaras. It's just so nice. Now I'm gonna take off the powder that I have under my eyes. And I'm gonna grab the brush that I used before to do the lid, and I'm gonna apply it under my eye really lightly, just whatever's left. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take off the rest of the powder, and I'm gonna be grabbing my BH Cosmetics number 3 with my Benefits Hoola, and I'm gonna bronze to the gods. I'm gonna grab the Anastasia contour kit, and with that middle shade, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. And I'm gonna blend that with my Beauty Blender. Using a Real Techniques brush and the blush from MAC in shade Prism, I'm gonna blush my cheeks. So yeah, I don't really do eyeliner or falsies, obviously, for an everyday look. I stopped using eyeliner a lot. I only wear it when I have to do my lashes, but I don't know, it's just a waste of time in my opinion. I just don't like it on myself personally anymore, but yeah. Now I'm going to highlight. I'm going to go in with the shade Dripping in Gold from the Anastasia palette, and with my pinky, just going to apply it to my nose. And then the same shade with a brush. This is the Royal and Lang Nickel Precision Angled Brush. I'm going to be putting it right in the corner of my eye. And also on my brow bone. For my cheek highlight, I'm going to be using a highlighter that I got one time in an Ipsy Glam bag, and I threw away the box and I don't remember what it's called, and I really want to find out. If you guys know, it came with the Ipsy box a long time ago, and it looks like this. It's really light, kind of like a white, but I've been looking for it everywhere and I don't know what it's called. Oh my god. I don't know what it's called though, and I'm almost, well, I'm not running out, but like, it's small and I want the real one and I can't find it. But yeah guys, I promise it's a really pretty highlighter. I just don't know what it's called, I'm sorry, but I use it all the time, so. Alright, so now final part is adding the lipstick. I'm going to be using the Honey Love one from MAC because I really want to see if it looks good on me right now. I'm going to be pairing the MAC Honey Love with the Wycon lip pencil. It's a shade darker than the one I used before, so I want to see if maybe it'll make a difference. Honey Love. Usually I would either just do this or not put anything and just put gloss, but today we're gonna try these because I just have to. Alright, I think this looks so much better. Honestly, it might just look the same and it's just me, but I think it looks a lot better. Alright guys, so I just finished editing the video and my camera cut me off at the last second of the makeup tutorial, but I just wanted to say that I really like that color on me and it looked a lot better once I put lip gloss on. But yeah, it's really late now. It's been like 5 hours later. And yeah, I'm really hungry, tired. I just finished editing. I had to reset my whole computer. But it's okay. We made it. And the video is really long, so I'm just gonna end it here and say goodbye, guys. Thank you for watching. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Vlogmas.